Charles Leclerc's Ferrari had to be towed from the track after he crashed out of free practice on Saturday. The FIA will have to provide answers after a tow truck carrying Charles Leclerc's stricken Ferrari drove on track while cars driving in the Porsche Carrera Cup were also on the circuit. Leclerc caused a red flag during the second free practice session in Miami on Friday night. The incident happened at turn 7 with Leclerc's car slamming into the Tech Pro barriers. It also saw the free practice session ultimately finish early as there was no time left after the red flag was waved, but the race stewards were also under a strict time schedule to get the day schedule finished before sunset. The second practice session in the Porsche Carrera Cup North America was scheduled to get underway 30 minutes after the F1 session. And it appears as though the stewards were unable to remove Leclerc's Ferrari from the track before the session got underway. A clip has been uploaded to TikTok showing Leclerc's damaged F1 car being driven around the Miami track on the back of a tow truck, but the truck was driving seemingly midway through the Porsche Carrera Cup North America's practice session. The short clip showed some cars driving ahead of the truck and shooting off into the pits, but there were several cars seemingly stuck behind the recovery vehicle also. It looked at one stage as though the truck came agonizingly close to being crashed into by one of the cars around one of the final corners. But the truck eventually returned to the pits while the cars competing in their second practice session also slowed down to go down the pit lane. Leclerc explained what happened to cause him to crash at the end of FP2 on Friday evening. "Yeah, overall it's very tricky because there's only one line and whenever you get offline there's really poor grip and that's basically what happened. I pushed a bit too much, I lost the rear, tried to recover from it, but I had no grip to turn the car, so that was it," said Leclerc. "No big damage. Obviously the front right is gone but apart from that no damage to the rear of the car which is the most important, so yeah, tomorrow is another day so I'm sure it will go well. Apart from that I think the feeling is pretty good over one lap. Over the race we are so far behind. I mean, Red Bull is again in a league of its own, they are very, very far in front, and yeah in the race we definitely have a lot of time to find. But in quali pace, we are more or less there.